Hi, I'm Jennifer Freegard, and I'm here today to tell you about Salt, a food truck franchise. I want to start my own restaurant, but I don't have enough money. This is a phrase that many of us hear from our friends, family, and coworkers. Starting a new restaurant requires a large capital investment, and it also requires that the business owner stay in the same geographical location for the duration of owning the business. According to restaurants.com, starting a new restaurant from scratch can cost up to $500,000. In addition to the cost, starting a new restaurant can be one of the riskiest and scariest things that someone does. In fact, 1 in 4 restaurants fail within the first year of operations. Salt, a food truck franchise, provides a solution to this problem. Salt provides a channel for individuals to open their own business at low startup costs. Franchisees are required to pay an initial investment of a $35,000 franchise fee. In addition, franchisees have the ability to park their business virtually anywhere, given the mobility of a food truck. Franchises provide business owners the opportunity to own their own business but not be in the business by themselves. A franchise provides individuals with a pre-tested and well-established product that already has brand recognition. Franchisees will be provided with a prefabricated food truck for a one-time initial franchise fee of $35,000. In addition, franchisees will be required to pay $2,000 a month for a truck leasing expense. The company will earn monthly revenues by charging franchisees a 3% advertising and 6% royalty fee based upon their monthly gross income. The company also plans to have 2 corporate-owned food trucks, which are expected to earn $600,000 in revenue by the end of year 3. Franchises provide benefits to both the franchisor and the franchisee. Food truck franchises are thought to cost 1/3 the amount of a traditional brick-and-mortar franchise. These savings will be passed down from the franchisor to the franchisee. In addition, food truck franchises provide for the ability to act quickly to demand given the mobility of these trucks. Food truck franchises mean higher net revenues, lower upfront costs, and the ability to react to demand. As noted previously, the company plans to have 2 corporate-owned food trucks and also expects that there will be 2 franchisee-owned food trucks within the first year of operations. Therefore, there will be 4 Salt food trucks on the road during year 1. The company plans to disperse these trucks throughout the Seattle metropolitan area, sort of like a web, in order to identify the ideal marketplace. Once these ideal marketplaces are identified, the company will look to replicate them in other metropolitan cities throughout the United States. The trucks themselves are essentially a mobile billboard. This will help build brand recognition. The company will also reach consumers through mobile advertising, such as ads on popular apps, including Yelp and Urban Spoon. In addition, the company will launch a mobile coupon program, where social media sites such as Facebook or Instagram will post advertisements asking consumers to text a specific word like salt or pretzel to a given number. If a customer texts this word to the number, they will receive a promotional offer such as buy 1 meal, get 1 for free. This will help build consumer awareness. The company expects to have $180,000 in sales from corporate food trucks and earn $150,400 in revenues from franchisees for franchise fees, truck leasing expense, and royalty and advertising fees charged to these franchisees. These revenues are expected to more than double by year 5. Salt's direct competition includes other food truck franchises, although there are very few, if any, on the market. Therefore, there may be no direct competitors to Salt. Salt's other competition includes other well-recognized franchises, such as Quiznos or Dunkin' Donuts or Cold Stone Creamery. The management team will incorporate individuals from varying backgrounds to fill the diverse roles. It is crucial to identify individuals who have the passion for serving the public local and fresh food. The Chief Executive Officer will provide insight to all members of management and will report directly to the advisory committee. The COO will provide for additional advising and will be an experienced startup guru. The CFO will perform a financial analysis of the company's growth and identify areas in which efficiencies can be gained. The advisory committee will be made up of, again, individuals from varying backgrounds and will likely include some of the gurus of this industry. The company expects to recognize positive cash flows by the end of year 1 and to recognize a net profit by the end of year 2. It is also the company's goal to be operating in at least 10 metropolitan cities by the end of year 5. We would also like to be considered one of the best new restaurants in Seattle Magazine by year 2. Startup costs for the company are expected to approximate $850,000. This will cover $360,000 for the purchase of 6 food trucks at $60,000 each, and $490,000 for 2 years of operating expenses, which include rent, salaries, and general and administrative expense. SALT, a food truck franchise, will provide individuals the opportunity to experience the independence of owning their own business while not being in the business by themselves. This will also provide them the opportunity to have a business for a lower initial investment and less risk than opening a new restaurant from scratch, all while providing the mobility of a food truck. As previously noted, it is expected to cost $850,000 to cover startup costs and provide for 2 years of working capital. The company intends to obtain a loan from a financial institution in the amount of $450,000. At startup, the business will have secured 6 food trucks, a lease on the company's headquarters, and a total of 3 employees at an estimated value of $591,000. I am asking for a $400,000 investment in return for a 20% ownership in the company. It is expected that the company will be self-supporting by the end of year 2. Thank you very much for your time.